It is a building that first hosted football way back in 1966 as EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Now, three's the mic. 50. 180. We're good. 180. Here we go.
Throwing on first down is Carr. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll be out right at the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. First 9 seasons in the league for Brown were, of course, in Pittsburgh. Last year, though, growing concerns of his dissatisfaction in his role with the Steelers and the quibbles with Ben Roethlisberger, so he ends up being traded to the Raiders in March. 7-time Pro Bowler, 6 straight years of at least 1,200 yards and 8 touchdowns. Not a bad stretch. What a talent for Derek Carr to have on his side. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Hey, 7:34. 29.
Hey, seam 6.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm.
Here's Carr.
Twist.
He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, a 22.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
What down? Blue 80. Purdue. Here we go. Hey, switch gears.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfro with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Chiefs nothing.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 24.
Whip. 15.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up.
And nothing but daylight ahead. 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 76 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Now. 51's the mic. 180. Let's get some pay. We're good. 180.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On play action, now Carr.
Switch up.
This will be caught by Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards. For these Raiders and quarterback Derek Carr, the Chiefs, they have been their kryptonite in the AFC West. With Derek Carr as a starter, just 2-8 against KC, 2-6 before Mahomes became the starter. Well, the road not likely to get any easier anytime soon. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. To throw again. Carr going up top. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy. Heavy, what you got? Let's go heavy.
Again, it's Carr.
Give me some.
It's a screen to Richard. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 10.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Joker. White Monday.
This is Jalen Richard, the fourth-year man from Southern Miss. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. Carlson able to put this one through. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes. Raiders, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Check 55, Mike.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go. Right here. Check right.
On 2nd down, Williams.
Rabbit.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Keep playing hard.
Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Watch the run.
Now Mahomes. There's the first NFL catch for the former Georgia Bulldog, Mecole Hardman. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. The point after is good. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
51, Mike 51.
From the gun, it's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Second year in Oakland for Waller after being signed off the Ravens practice squad, but only 6 catches, 75 yards a season ago. Then he got a lot of hype in the offseason following OTAs. Their offensive coordinator saying, you know, Darren, you have that position. Coach Gruden went as far as to say, Darren, you have the chance of a lifetime here. So now it's time for Darren Waller to go out there and prove it. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr.
Slam.
And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Carr. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll find his tight end, that's Waller. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line. You better be afraid of me.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
On 2nd and 1, Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Here we go. Kill.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Let's go.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. No problem there on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Raiders take over.
Good one, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Kill.
Here we go again.
To throw again. Carr. It's complete to Williams. Williams loses the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Mahomes going to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Yellow. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh?
Check.
Hey, 43, 15.
Check.
Hey, 57 colors.
Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go! 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
A gain of 19 yards.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throw left side complete. That's Wells. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes it 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, as the first half is winding down, and the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Carr gives to Rashard. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it second and 12.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready.
Again, it's Williams.
Y'all playing the wrong
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Yeah, baby.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Shift.
Check.
Low.
Check hot route. Hot.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Down. You wide 80.
Hey, watch the left.
That's right.
Kill. Kill.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs.
Run.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7.
Brings up second and 7 at the 44-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
We're good. Wide 80.
Carr now to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC-10. A big play that time for the Raiders. 47 yards. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Now and the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Derek Carr, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Carlson now to add the extra point.
What type of fuck shit was that, Madden? That was some straight up fuck shit, Madden. That's some tough ass shit right there.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
That is super tough.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense are not set to begin this drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball down.
Ah!
And he's got the first down before
My
being
goodness.
taken down at midfield. 22.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Nicole Hardman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
It's second down and 10.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Quinn Williams on the stop.
Yeah, the big boys came out to play. I've been here, brother. Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Fresno.
Now Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders get a score closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line.
Oh, yeah!
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year, he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. Counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
We're good. Time, guys. It's our time.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Shotgun now for Carr. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. Carr now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Watch the run. Raider 2.
From the 41, Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
On first down, it's Jacobs.
Don't get nervous.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Come on now.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. I got wide. I got wide. Check.
From the gun, Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Carr completes it, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A big play that time for the Raiders. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10.
I'm coming. Hey, wahoo. Watch out, watch out.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. The quick slant caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
Now the backup Kaiser to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. The kick by Carlson is good. And that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11.
Watch the backer. Watch the backer.
On the ground, this is Williams.
Run!
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Yellow. I got little 80. Hey, 57. I got you.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds,
Let's go, baby.
and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. 93. 93.
Mike, 51.
280.
From the gun, it's Carr.
Our time. It's our time.
Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Carr now on 1st down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Watch the slant.
618.
51's Mike. Mike's 51. Come on.
Smooth.
51's to Mike. 51's to Mike.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, Raider 2.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Carr going to throw. And this will be caught by Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This from 44 yards away. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Let's go.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Kansas City, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.